Hey guys, it's Wednesday, the 5th, and it's like 9:19 right now in the evening, and we kind of just got back from a really long day of walking and just traveling a lot. So I'm just gonna talk a little bit about our day. It was really long, and we did a bunch of stuff. We woke up around 6:30. I think Melody woke up a little earlier to get ready because we had to leave Les Berges, which is our like residence place, by 7 o'clock a.m. to get to the train station in time for our train. It was a mess. We walked about 30 minutes to the train station, and then we had to buy a bunch of tickets for like each individual person, and there was like 50 of us. No, it was a little less, but there's like 50 study abroad, so how many study abroad was there? And one of the like orientation leader ladies like helped us buy the plane tickets, and we got on plane train tickets, and then we got onto the train and we got to Webster, Geneva, which was really interesting because it's really tiny, so it's like nothing like our campus, and it's so tiny. I could like walk across it in like 5 minutes, maybe less. It's not a lot. And what else did we do? We went through orientation again, which was fun and boring, but like we had to do it. Orientation here is not like as pumped up and hyped as, you know, back home. It's on a completely different level. It's like we're here, they're there, and there's not that many orientation leaders, but they all seem really nice and cool, and they're from like a bunch of places everywhere. There's a girl from Egypt, another girl from like Italy, and there's like a girl who's like American, but she was born here and raised here, so I don't know what to call her, but she's there. And at first they were kind of like chill, but then they started getting pumped up, so I guess it's fine. They were cool. I liked them. We went to a bunch of sessions. Then we had a tour, which like lasted 30 minutes. This campus is tiny. The library legitly is super small, and I was like, this is not gonna do. It's, I think, one floor, and then there's like a basement level. I think there's more books, but it is tiny, legitly tiny. I don't know what I'm gonna do for books. But then in another session that we did, it was like our last session of the day, she like, since there's people from like all over the United States, we have a bunch of people from like Kent State, and we have a bunch of like people from other universities. There's like the librarian went over like the library website and stuff, and I took a nap. I was so tired. I was like, I know this. I got connections. We're good. So I like took a nap in the back of the room, and Melody fell asleep at some point, and we just weren't having it. Yeah, and then after that we came back from Webster, and we bought our train passes, which is like 45 francs for a month, but it's better than like you have to pay like 3 francs for each trip, and it's not round trip, so like one way, and then pay 3 francs back. So it's a bunch of money. So 45 francs, even though it's like expensive, it's not too bad considering. And then after that, well, we were at the train station, and I went to get Starbucks. Was like, I want Starbucks, and I'm tired, and I need something to wake me up. I went up to the lady, and I was like, parlez-vous anglais? And it was like the only thing, and she said, just like, yeah. And so I was like, can I have like an iced caramel macchiato? And then she's like, iced what? And I was like, caramel macchiato. And she's like, oh, okay, what size? And I look at the prices, and the tall is like, I think it was $7.90, like 7 francs and like 90 cents, and it was ridiculous. And I was like, I guess I'll just get the tall. And then while I was waiting for my drink, the guy who was making the drinks was like asking me questions like, what? I don't understand, Melody. And so like she like was like, oh no, those drinks aren't ours or whatever. And I got my drink, and it was so tiny because it was a tall, but I drank it, and it was good, and I felt a little bit less tired. And after that, I think it was around 5. I think it was like 5, 6. Some of us went to IKEA. So a bunch of us went to IKEA because we were like, we need pillows. The pillows that we got from the university, they provided us with some bedding. They're like this thin, and I slept on my like stuffed penguin over there because I was not having it. So we went to IKEA, and we bought a bunch of stuff at IKEA, and I'll like post a separate video showing like all the stuff we bought at IKEA because it's fun. fun. It was my first time at IKEA, and I was like, what's going on? I didn't know. We were following like arrows because we couldn't figure out where to go. We were like looking for like.
I knew where to go.
Well, Melody knew, but like no one else knew. And
oh, we all knew.
Okay, shush. I didn't know. I was new. And so I was like, I don't know what's going on. So we're following arrows, running around, and I didn't realize that like the top layer, like when we went to like top part was just a display, and I was like, what's the point of this? It looks pretty, but what? And then we actually went down, and that's where all the stuff was. We were running around because we got there at 6:30ish, a little earlier. And then the closes, like a lot of stores close at like 7, which sucks because we went to the grocery store later and they weren't open, so we had to go to a different one. So we were running around trying to get everything before, you know, IKEA closed, but we got out. And then I wanted to go to the food court, but I was like, it's too late. We're not going to do that. I'm going to do it another day when we have time. So we went to like another food court. It was at the bottom. And it was like, they were selling like chicken hot dogs for like $1. And I was like, okay, but we hadn't eaten anything since like 12 or like, I think it was 12. And we were like, we're hungry. And they didn't have any more. So I ended up getting a donut and Melody got ice cream. And yeah. And then after that, we came back to campus. We got here and it was like already like 8 or so. And we want to go to the grocery store. And there's like 3 or 4 different grocery stores and they each like vary in like price range. So I think the cheapest is Dinner's, but we could go to that because they're closed and I don't know where it is yet. We're gonna find it at some point. And then like the next cheapest is like Migros. So we went to Migros, but there's one closer to us, but we couldn't go to that since it was closed. So we had to go to the train station. So everything at the train station stays open pretty late, like 10. It's not late, but I mean it's late for them. They stopped serving alcohol at 9, like you can't buy it after 9, I don't know, it's weird. So we went there, so we took the tram to get to the train station, and we bought some stuff. It wasn't a bunch, but it was like 32 francs, and we were like, okay, we'll deal with this. We got back, and we ate sandwiches with actually good bread. So we like bought ham, and then we bought cheese. What kind of cheese is it?
Gruyere.
Gruyere?
Gruyere.
Gruyere?
Gruyere.
Gruyere. Okay, I don't know French. So we had that, and that was our dinner with chips. These like sour cream chips that aren't like, they don't taste the same, but they're good. And that's all we've done. It's been a really long day. We've done a lot. I'm tired. I have things to do, like sleep. We probably won't sleep for a while. I have to film another video. But yeah, that was our day. It was exciting. It's probably still like super early there. It's like 2 over there. So y'all are still going about your day, but whatever. We're gonna finish our day. See you tomorrow. And yeah, it's a great day.